So today, well, actually over the weekend, we were experimenting with our new voice over IP system. It's not ready for prime time yet. Can't make any I can't make any incoming calls, but I can make outgoing calls. Okay, so right now, there's only two of us that have the software installed, myself and Chad. And we've been making some test calls here and there. I made a couple of outgoing test calls today. So it works, and it's really cool. So let me show you a little bit of what that software looks like, because it's really, really, really cool. So now we've got the software, and it's called Mitel Communicator, and this is all through AT&T's voice over IP service using Mitel software and systems. And right now, again, I've only got Chad in there, and we don't have the mobile client, so this is just his desktop. But he's not here right now. He already had to leave. But I can go in here, and I can call him. I can call his extension. I can call from my phone, my cell phone. I can chat him up and say, "Hey, what's up?" Now, he won't see that until tomorrow when he gets in, and he'll be like, "What? Why are you texting me that?" But, yeah, it's a cool software. We've played with it. I mean, the audio sounds pretty good, and works out pretty cool. So now we're trying to get that software deployed at least to a few more users to give it a little bit more testing to get people into the workflow of how to use it. Looking at the general manager, a couple of the other admins at the station, and just get them used to using the software. So, yeah. So it was great having a couple of days off. I mean, there were a little bit of work things that needed to happen, but it was needed. It was good, refreshing having 2 days off. So today was the morning Skype thing, and I'm going to link that here. I think it's going to be here, or is it over here? Whatever side the little card comes up on. So you can see how that came out. But we connected with them via Skype a few minutes early and broadcasted over the air. And then we also did our YouTube and Facebook accounts. And you know what? For our first time of doing something like that, it actually came out pretty good. So tomorrow is number 2, and we'll see how that works out. It's exciting that we get to be able to use technology like this. And all these different little building blocks that we've been doing, that we've been putting together for the station, it's go time. It is now time to use this technology that we've been pushing for and working towards. In a way, it's exciting. It's exciting to be somebody who's involved in the IT world right now. Granted, what's going on is terrible. But when it comes to technology and how all of that works, this is a great time to be a broadcast engineer or to be an IT person, because all these tools that you've worked with, you now get to put into play, get to use, and basically, what's the right phrase? Put your money where your mouth is. No, put your foot on the whatever it is. Basically, everything you've said, everything you've preached, everything I've said, everything I've preached, everything that I've championed for here at the station, it's now time to see, is it really a viable solution? And so far, yes, which makes me very excited. I'm very excited about that. So let's see, we've had the Skype device, and running with Skype and bringing people in. Not only do we get to have the audio side, which is a little bit higher quality than a regular phone call, but we get to have the visual side. And for a lot of our audience, which is now becoming bigger on YouTube and on Facebook, I'm watching our stats for our streaming climb. And so for these new viewers, for this new audience that we have, we're giving them that extra bit, that visual part. And so it's working. It obviously doesn't look as good as if they're here in the studio. But they're not allowed to be here in the studio right now because of the stay-at-home orders. So we get to reach into their homes, into their places. The pastor this morning was from his study at home, and it looked great. It looked fine. It was a little blocky because, that's Skype and that's over the internet. But it looked great. This is an exciting time for technology. This is an exciting time for technology to shine. So meanwhile, here in the studio, it is still very quiet. Yeah, still very quiet. So far, we have not resorted to Survivor-style apparel. Everybody is still clean-shaven for the most part, although our hair is getting a little bit shabby from the closure of all the barbershops and haircut places. But it is still kind of a ghost town here, except when we have our live events. And now it's going to be twice a day, basically, in the morning and then in the afternoon. So the morning will be the Skype thing, and then the afternoon is going to be the Pastor's Perspective live call-in show. And then once a week, we have, on Tuesday nights, we have the pastor who's going to come in for his half-hour program, his half-hour slot. So, yeah, it's weird walking down the hallway and not having the receptionist there and not hearing the conversations that happen in the hallway. So, another month of this, probably. So we'll see. Things are starting to normalize this week. So we'll see how all that plays out, really. Today was Monday, and we'll see. Tomorrow's going to be kind of odd for me. Tomorrow, we have a transmitter trip. Not as exciting as you would think. It is a very quick propane refill trip to our undisclosed location. So I've got the live thing in the morning, and Chad's going to help me run that. We kind of have to be in two places at once, so that's why we both need to be here for that. And then after we do that, we call the pastor who's going to be on for the next day and do a test with him. And then once that test is done and complete and we're all satisfied, then I am going to race down to our undisclosed location and escort our propane guy up the hill, refill our propane. The actual refill part takes, maybe half hour. And then get down, try to get back here before 3 o'clock because tomorrow we have people on Skype on the call-in show in the afternoon. So, it's a busy day. And then in the evening, we've got the pastor coming in who will be doing his live show or his 26-minute show live on the station. So I'm trying to find an opportunity to get to our site in San Clemente and start building kind of a doomsday little studio down there, just on the outside chance that something happens here. We've got somewhere else to go to do live radio. It would be extremely Spartan, and there would be very little amenities at the site, but we would have audio, we would have clean audio, and we'd be able to basically feed all of our stations from down there. So I have some equipment that I could use for that that's already from another project that we had taken down. So that should just I should just be able to install it in the new place, and we're good to go. But it's just a matter of getting time to get it all together, get down there, and do the work. So, yeah, that's the plan for this week. So we'll see. Tomorrow, transmitter trip. Sometime later this week, building a little mini studio at our San Clemente site. So we'll see. You might get a couple of cool videos out of this week, rather than these random daily ones. I'm actually leaving the office at a somewhat decent time. And so tomorrow is going to be a very, very long day. And a lot of driving. So yeah, that'll be fun. Well, at least you guys get to go along with me. So yeah, that'll be kind of fun. All right, well, until then, we'll see you tomorrow. And so this is my sign off with Chad every day. When we say goodbye, I say, see you tomorrow, hopefully not before, because if I see you before, then that means there's a problem. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.